Hello friends, welcome to Electronic Circuit Hub. So today we are going to understand about the MOSFET gate discharge technique, right? So we are going to understand how do we discharge the total gate charge of the MOSFET. Since the MOSFET is having some input capacitance, so during the turn on of the MOSFET, the capacitor gets charged, and during the turn off of the MOSFET, the capacitor should get discharged to avoid any switching losses, right? To avoid any switching losses. So today we are going to understand how do we avoid the switching losses of the MOSFET. Okay, this is the very simple circuit I have drawn in the LT Spice, right? And I will explain the working of this circuit. I will show you the simulations, right? So you can see, let us say you have some gate driver here. So in place of the gate driver, MOSFET gate driver, I have used the pulse signal with 10 volt amplitude, and let me show you. So this is the pulse signal with amplitude. On voltage is 10 volt, rise time is 50 microsecond, fall time is 50 microsecond, and T on time is 0.5 millisecond, and time period is 1 millisecond. So in place of any gate driver, I used a pulse generator, right? So then after that I have used one diode here. You can see one diode, then one resistor, and this is the pull down resistor for MOSFET gate. Okay, so and this is another PNP transistor, and which is connected likewise. That means emitter of this PNP transistor is connected via 47 ohm resistor at this node, and the base of this and PNP transistor is connected to the the here. That means in between base and emitter we have a voltage drop of this diode, right? So let us let us say let us say how this diode works. We will have to understand this, and then you can see here I have MOSFET M1, then I have connected some resistive load. Let us say for 10 volt it's 1 ohm, that means current flowing through this MOSFET is 10 ampere. Okay, so our main focus is how do we avoid the switching losses during turn off time. Okay, so to mitigate the switching losses or to discharge the gate, we used these two additional component, that is R4 and Q1. So what happens during the o- on PWM cycle, or during the on pulse high pulse, you can see at that point of time the diode cathode is at 0 volt, since there is no charge stored at the MOSFET, right? So anode C high potential than the cathode, so this diode gets turned on, and the this MOSFET M1 is also get turns on. Okay, so here we have the input capacitance of the MOSFET, like gate to source capacitance. So the the capacitance get charged up to the peak value, that is 10 volts, during the T on of the duty cycle, T on of the pulse, and during the T off of the pulse, once this capacitor get fully charges, you can see there is a voltage 10 volt across MOSFET gate to source, and then here you can see 10 volt at the diode cathode, and here you can see when the pulse is off. So here you can see there is a less voltage which is appearing at diode anode. So at that point of time, diode D1 cathode is at higher potential than diode D1 anode. So at that point of time, this PNP transistor turned on, and once this PNP transistor turns on, since the emitter to base voltage, emitter is at higher potential than base, this PNP transistor gets turned on and the current start flowing through emitter to collector likewise. Okay, so that is how this gate it gets discharge path by using this Q1 transistor and R4 resistor. It also get discharged via the resistor R3. Since the value of this resistor is higher, it will take longer time to fully discharge the gate of your MOSFET. So by using this path, it may takes longer time than by using this path. And if you take longer time to discharge your gate of the MOSFET, there might be a switching losses. So now let me run the simulation and show you the signals. So go at this run button, click it here, then go window, tile window vertically, zoom it here. So you can see here, let me show you the signal here, and let me show you the signal here. So you can see at the anode of this diode D1, you can see a higher potential, and the cathode you can see the lower potential, right? So what happens, this is the on time, and that means during this time your MOSFET gets turned on and your capacitance, input capacitance, get charges, right? And as soon as this pulse is at the falling edge, this Q1 get turns on. So if you check it here, this Q1 gets turns on. Okay, that means if your input here at anode is at higher, you will see a high voltage here across emitter, and if your anode is at lower, you can see a low voltage at the emitter. That means if you say low voltage, that means this Q1 gets turned on, then only you will see the low voltage here. Okay, so hope you understand the gate charge discharge technique. If you have any question, feel free to ask me in comment section. Thanks for watching this video.